Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'll be doing some decluttering, so let's get into it. I have this small pile of items next to my desk that I wanted to declutter for a reason or another. If there's something useful that's being decluttered today, that will not be thrown away. That will be given to friends and family. So no worries, I'm not going to be wasteful. I just know that I won't use these products for a reason or another. So I want to make sure that some other people get some use out of it if they are still usable. So I'm just gonna randomly start with what I have in here. And I actually have the first item is an empty box. This is from e.l.f. and it is their Sun Touchable Invisible Sunscreen SPF 35. And I actually gave the sunscreen already away. I just saved this box because I was going to declutter it. There's nothing wrong with this SPF. However, my skin just couldn't handle it for some reason. And it's odd because I rarely have problems with sunscreens. But whatever reason, this gave me like tiny little breakouts on my forehead, and I couldn't think of anything else except this one that was causing them. So I figured I'd give this to someone else that might enjoy it, and I heard that they really do like it. So I just saved this box as for me to remember that I did declutter this because it just didn't work with me, but that others have really enjoyed this. It is this kind of gel-like invisible sunscreen. It feels a little bit heavy to me on the skin, but nothing too bad. But it is zero white cast because it is this kind of gel consistency. So if you're into that kind, you might really like this. It isn't my favorite just because my skin can't handle it, but I've heard people like it. The next item that is leaving my collection is this one from Fourth Ray Beauty, and it is their turmeric face milk. Now, I don't know if they even make this anymore. I just found this on my drawer, and as you can see, it is something that's gone bad, but I do remember really liking it. I've used about half of it, and it does have this kind of glowy, pearly finish that I really like. And I did like these face milks from Fourth Ray Beauty. I did like it so much that I might consider repurchasing at some point if I have a need for it. But yeah, this was my favorite. I tried a couple of different of their face milks, and this turmeric one with the pearly finish was definitely my favorite. Next up, I have actually two concealers that are leaving my collection. And first up, I have from CoverGirl their True Blend Undercover Concealer in the shade L700 Natural Ivory. This was maybe a little bit too light for me, but I otherwise liked it. I just noticed that it had gone bad. There's like white little chunks in them. I rarely use up concealers, and I have tried not to purchase any more that many concealers because I tend to use them only very little. I use foundation and then I have to spot concealer or something, like very little. So I end up not using most of the concealers that I have before they go bad, which means that I really should only have like one or two concealers. Right now I do. So this is going away just because it's gone bad, but I did like it. There's nothing wrong with it, and I could see myself repurchasing this when I need a concealer. It covers quite nicely, but it's not heavy and it doesn't dry my skin. All the things that I like about concealers. The second one I have is from JCat Beauty, and this is their Stay Assurance Water Sealed Zero Smudge Concealer. And this also is quite old, plus this shade Soft Cream was slightly too pale for me. If you have really pale skin, I think you might really like this one. And let me see if I can swatch it a little bit. It had turned, the consistency isn't the same, but here's a swatch. As you can see, it's very light. So if you have very fair skin, I think you might really like this. The one thing that I will say about this, that this is a bit drying for me. So if that's sometimes a problem for you, just a heads up, this isn't the most hydrating of concealers, but it is zero smudge. It absolutely has great coverage and doesn't move around, but it is a bit drying for me. So for that reason, I wouldn't repurchase, but I can see people really liking it. Next item is something that I recently purchased, but I now know I'm going to have to give up. This is from Hard Candy, and this is their Instapout Lip Melt Softens and Plumps Lips Creamy Color Soft Shine in the shade Meet Cute. And I'll swatch the shade here for you. Here it goes. Now, while this shade is really pretty, it's slightly patchy when I swatched it there, but it doesn't really look that patchy on the lip. Can't handle the plumping kind of minty cooling thing about it. It just doesn't feel comfortable on my lips, so I know I won't use it. So I'm gonna see if someone else will want them. Lip products are a little bit tricky to give to other people because they are so personal. They're around your mouth, obviously, but I'll see if someone would like this. But there's really nothing wrong with the actual product. I just don't like the kind of minty cooling thing that it has. It's not like there's anything specific about it other than it is not very expensive. So if you do like this kind of cooling minty type of plumping, you might like this one. It's not for me. I don't like that feeling, like toothpastey feeling on my lips, so I'm gonna let go of it. Next thing I have are 2 eyeliners that I purchased not too long ago, but I've realized that I don't like either of them. First one is from Rimmel, and this is their Waterproof Scandal Eyes Bold, and the other one is Revlon Colorstay Liquid Eye Pen Ballpoint, and that's the reason why I don't like them. I've noticed that I don't like this kind of ballpoint tip at all. I am not skilled enough to use this. It comes out like way too thick for me. I can't get a wing with this. I think it's okay if I do like a upper lash line. That's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with the shade itself. I can't get this ballpoint to work for me, mostly for that wing. And I create wings every day. It's just a thing I do. And maybe that's not something, you know, you care about. So in that case, you might really like these both. So here's the other ballpoint. This Rimmel one is a lot more intense, which I prefer. So if I picked one of them, it'd probably be this Rimmel Scandalized Bold. It has like a very, very deep black, whereas Revlon's kind of, you know, grayish black, which isn't my favorite. So if you do like this kind of ballpoint thing, you might like the Rimmel one better. But either way, I'm not going to use these. I can't create that wing, and I'm not going to line my eyes without the wing. I know that's just not me, so I'm going to let go of both of these. But again, not necessarily bad products, just not for me. Now the next item I have here is from a brand that I've honestly gotten one PR package and then I've never heard of them again. This is from K Inspo Moisturizing Gel, and there's nothing wrong with this one either. I just unfortunately noticed that it has expired. If you like these kind of moisturizing gels, you might really like this. I've noticed that that's not really what I gravitate towards in general. This product wasn't really meant for me. But I will say this just reminds me I need to declutter my skincare more often so this doesn't happen and I'm able to give products I don't use to friends and family before they expire. But yes, this is a nice gel moisturizer. I think it came in a really nice size package, so if you're into that kind of products, you might really like this one. 2 things I have here is first one from Pacifica, their Glow Baby Booster Serum, glycolic acid and vitamin C. I used most of this, but I noticed that it has gone bad. That's the unfortunate side of vitamin C, that it does go bad rather quickly, so I'm gonna let go of it. If you're looking for this glowy serum with glycolic acid, I know a lot of people like that ingredient. This might be good for you. It's vegan and cruelty free, which I really appreciate, and Pacifica in general makes excellent skincare. This one just got old. There's a little bit left, but I'm gonna let go of it. And the last item is something I'm definitely going to give to a friend. This is from Drunk Elephant, and this is their O Blues Rosy Drops 45 plus blush omega fatty acid rosy blush. It is very beautiful. It's kind of this glowy blush that I typically like, and let me swatch it for you. See that it is really beautiful. Here is what it looks like, a really pretty color. It's really stunning, but let me show you what happens when I blend it. Just a little bit of blending and it's gone. I think I have too deep of a skin tone for this, which means that someone only with very, very fair skin can get use out of this. I like literally blended it for all 5 seconds and I barely even see it. There's maybe a very slight kind of pearly tint here. It doesn't show up on me, which is a bummer because it looked so beautiful when I applied. but it is for someone with extremely fair skin that will maybe able to make it show. I'm just gonna see if I have a friend who has even fairer skin tone than I do. I know I have pretty fair skin, so that being said, I'm curious who this will work for. But I do like the formula. It feels nice. There's nothing wrong with this. I don't know if there's more shades of this, but just this disappears on me and I don't see a purpose for it in my collection. So I'm gonna see if someone could get some use out of it. So here are the 10 products that are leaving my collection. This time this was kind of a small declutter, and I have, you know, a couple of things that are clearly just gone bad, like these concealers, this Glow Baby serum, and this turmeric face milk. Maybe you can actually see right now how pretty it is. That's why I really liked it, and if they still have it, I'll probably repurchase. Then I have things that didn't work out for me, like this Instapot one that looks really pretty, just I don't like that feeling on my lips. This one didn't agree with my skin type, and this ballpoint liquid eyeliner, it isn't for me, and I don't have the skin tone for this, which is kind of interesting. I have fair to light skin, maybe light right now when it's summer, and more fair skin during the winter, and I still couldn't get it to work for me. I also can see from the bottom now that that turmeric face milk is like 4 years old, so that's probably why it's gone bad, but it was really good once upon a time. So these are all the items leaving my collection this time. Any of these your favorites, or would you have kept any of these? Let me know in the comment section what you think of these products, especially if you have this Rosy Drops. How were you able to get that to work? Because it's just not working for me. And maybe there is, you know, a trick to this, how I can make it work. So if you have one, let me know. I would really like to get some use out of it. But as of now, I've not figured out how. So I'm gonna see if a friend would like to try it. But these were all the items that are leaving my collection this declutter. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I hope you subscribe. And if you like these kind of declutter type of videos, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video.